Rudolph Schindler's original residence, completed 1922. This is where he lived up until his death in 1953. Really, really cool. It's not in great shape, but you get to see the aesthetic of kind of one of the mid-century modern pioneers. Remember, this predates what we know as most mid-century architecture, so you kind of see the original inspiration for the style. It was built for two couples, Schindler and his wife, and then another colleague of his wife. These are kind of stairways up to upper patios. The condition of the house probably prohibits you from going up in there. Big fan of Japanese architecture, so you definitely see that influence, and minimalism is definitely the key to this here. It's just crazy how sparse it is. Lots of use of natural materials, kind of natural skylights, transom lights, or clear stories as they like to call them. Really interesting kind of paneling. It's almost like a particle board, kind of pressed paper board. Very Japanese in style. Here's one of the main living residences. They're currently using this kind of art galleries, which is kind of cool. I'd like to see them, what it looked like, how they lived in it. But this would have been kind of like bedroom and living space. You see these really kind of minimalist fireplaces all over the place. More lights. There's definitely a lot of termite damage here. It needs a whole project here. These really cool, translucent, kind of almost canvas panels here that close off, and that's just what's shielding it from the outside, which is really interesting. The grounds are immaculate. There's a gardener landscaper that kind of lives on site and maintains some of that. There's another being used as a studio space. Copper kind of mantle is really, really interesting. That looks like that's been replaced because there'd be more patina on that if it's 99 years old. They do some private events here. And this is the kitchen for that. It's been modified a little bit from the original. There's another garden here. So then we're going on to the Schindler side where they lived. This is Pauline's studio. Again, being used as an art gallery. Really cool space. Once again, they're not utilizing it like I think they should. I think it really should look how it looked originally. This is the large bathroom. This is Schindler's side again. Very minimal as well. All concrete tub. Really, really kind of cool. And just bare exposed piping. Very cool. Raw lights. Been updated with the LED bulbs. They're really sparse. And this would have been Schindler's office here. Again, really, really basic. This dividing wall has been added. Obviously, it's not original. You can see just basic, raw, and a really kind of, you want to talk about indoor outdoor living. Doesn't get more indoor outdoor than this. Another fireplace. God, there's going to be like 5 or 6 fireplaces on site. And they have these little rooftop terraces. But look here, you got a lot of termite work here. Really, really cool. This is the MAK Center in West Hollywood. So this property was probably all residential before and now surrounded again by apartment, and this is all that remains. The Schindler family donated to the city, or to the Institute, and the city's kind of a sponsor. This is kind of how it sits and lives. This is where the gardener lives. This is going back to the main driveway. This is the garage and the kind of main area here. Really, really cool. MAK Center. Look, Schindler is definitely a legend when it comes to mid-century architecture. Got to make a trip. This is kind of a cool little spot to come and check out. It's like $10 to get in, and you're getting to see one of the legends where he lived. Pretty cool. See you later.